So kind of like what I mentioned at the beginning is, you know, even in the space that we're in, you don't always have the luxury of like saying like, this is the office. Like sometimes you're just like, it has to be because that's the kitchen.
That's the
living room.
That's the mindset around the location, I think.
Sure. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So I didn't really get to like choose, like
Right.
it just kind of, it had to be defaulted there. But, I think we've talked about this before, like in the, you know, the next house that we live in or wherever we move into, look, we want to have an extra room for an office, even if we share it, like
Right.
just have a space where we have a door to it. Cause right now it's in an open column based, you know, layout, and it's just not, it's not always conducive to the best work habits or whatever.
Right.
We work with it how we can, but, would I love more walls around me? Yes, I would.
Absolutely.
You know, but you know, and I think that goes into like a lot of the challenges that I face from working from home, which is why I have the small cubicle here at our church and all of that, because sometimes I need, and even I say I need to get away from the noise, but I get here and I'm still in an open environment and it's, you know, it's not always exactly the right thing for me, but I think like with everything, there's pros and cons,
of course,
to all of it. So
finding the right space is extremely important, or the location.
Yep.
I mean, mine is the way my office area works. Like the location is perfect because my desk is kind of like a corner.
You have a curved desk.
Yeah. So my space, my space works well for the desk that I have, which kind of brings us to the next tip, which would be investing in the type of furniture that you have.
Yep. Remember the longest time I didn't have a good office chair?
Yes.
And then
for the longest time, I've had a table that used to be my mom's kitchen table, and I've repainted it 1 million times. And it's not even an office desk. It was a kitchen table.
Yeah.
And it took
which I used for a little portion as well.
It took you buying me the desk, which is funny because I bought you your desk. But it took those investments, not that they're like huge, but it took buying those things to take your mental aspect of your office to the next level, right? Like you tell us about your desk.
I love my desk. That's honestly, it's one of the reasons why I don't come
to the church
as much anymore, because it's like I got this great thing that really helps with my day in taking those little breaks, and like, cause sometimes
can you explain your desk?
So my desk is a standing desk. It's on a motor,
right?
And it, you know, raises and lowers, and you know, sometimes sitting down too much is just bad on the back, and
it actually like really is. And
being able to stand up, and even if I'm just kind of like propped on it or whatever, I think it's just a mindset transition into like forcing me to work a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of
my posture or anything like that.
Speaking of that, no, but I think it's a lot of people on social media, especially like for me and the people that I follow, a lot of the female influencers have this standing desk, and then they have, you know, an added with the walking pad underneath. And I think, man, if we all
I feel like I need one of those, but I don't know if I really do.
But I think, okay, but get it. It would be really beneficial for anybody with the Apple Watch. Like anytime it tells me like time to stand
up.
But I'm at work, I'm like literally in the middle of something. I'm like, this doesn't work for me. But for someone that works from home, I think those desks and those walking pads are beneficial to getting in the exercise, that because we weren't meant to work and sit in a chair in a desk in a classroom or in an office for 8 hours or more a day. Like we weren't built to do that. But here we are doing it.
If I'm investing in all of the things to better my health and all that, I think that the next thing I'll get is the the funny beer mug helmet, but I'll put water in it. So I always
you could just get a Camelback. Oh, there you go.
We're going to Academy after this episode.
Father's Day.